Today we are continuing with Explore the Desert by Kay Jackson, and we are going to be reading a few chapters today. So we're starting on chapter 2. Here is our pictures. And I'm going to read. Desert plants. Splash. Raindrops splatter on the desert. Desert plants have waited months, maybe even years for the rain. Rain brings life to the desert. After a few days, hidden seeds start to sprout. Soon, spiky, spinocephal grasses pop up from the ground. Cactuses soak up as much water as they can. In just a month, wildflowers cover the desert hillsides. Bright blossoms sprout from thorny cactuses. Bees zip between flowers. Antelope nibble on new green leaves. Here is our pictures for our second page. Saving water. Because rain is rare in the desert, plants must store water. Prickly cactuses have ways to live in the desert. Shallow roots spread out to collect water across the wide area of ground. Hard, waxy skin holds water in. Sharp spines keep thirsty animals away. Fact: the yucca plant is food for many desert dwellers. Jackrabbits nibble their leaves, gophers eat their roots, and birds and mice snatch up yucca seeds. In Africa's Namib or Namib desert, small leafless bushes dot the brown, rocky ground. The twisted gray branches make the plants look dead, but they aren't. To live in this harsh land, the narrow plant has thick roots deep underground that store water. Here's our next pages of pictures. Finding water. Water in the desert doesn't last long. Blistering heat and sunshine quickly evaporate the water. Tree leaves shrivel and die once the water is gone, but the dead leaves on the Joshua tree don't fall off. The leaves shade the trunk and keep it from dying in the hot sun. Desert life changes during the dry season. Seed pods and fruits take the place of bright flowers. Desert animals eat plants to give them enough water to survive until the next rainfall. Tortoises munch on juicy cactus roots. The dry seed pods of a mesquite tree rustle in the wind and drop on the ground. A field mouse snatches up a pod. Seeds in the pod have water locked inside their smooth shells. Chapter 3: Desert Animals. Mice and tortoises are just a couple of animals that have learned to survive in the desert. Desert bugs are fierce fighters. They have to be tough to live in the dry land. Scorpions jab their prey with poisonous stingers. The stink bug shoots enemies with a smelly spray. The desert tarantula has stinging hairs on its abdomen. If a bird or snake gets too close, the tarantula flicks hairs into the animal's eyes and blinds it. Other desert insects are gentler. Butterflies flit between flowers. They drink the blossom's nectar. Colorful butterflies stand out in the brown desert. Scaly, spiky, bumpy reptiles thrive in the desert. They have watertight skin. Their skin doesn't sweat, so they don't. Their skin doesn't sweat, so they don't lose water. Scritch, scritch, the claws of the lizard scrape against the sand. The nervous lizard scrambles toward a bush. A nearby snake slithers to a stop. The snake senses the lizard. With a snap of its powerful jaws, the snake grabs the lizard and swallows it whole. Another hunter crawls along the desert floor. The Gila monster searches for a meal. The red and black lizard finds a kangaroo rat hiding beneath a bush. With quick gulps, the Gila monster gobbles up its prey. Just another good look at those. And here that snake has the lizard. Desert animals hunt at night. During the hot day, many animals hide in cool burrows or under shady rocks. But when the sun goes down, desert animals come out. High above in the dark sky, I apologize for my yawn. High above in the dark sky, a brown bat flies overhead. In the shadows, a lean coyote sniffs the air. It catches the scent of a mouse. So, field note, scorpions are night hunters. The size of them are about 2 to 3 inches, so 5 to 8 centimeters long. The color is yellow-brown, and the food that they like to eat are insects, spiders, and other scorpions. From a small hole in a giant sagaroo cactus, an elf owl's round eyes scan the ground below. A speckled grasshopper leaps from a bush. In a swift dive, the tiny owl snatches the grasshopper and silently flaps back to its nest. As the sun rises, night animals go back to their nests and burrows. During the night, few animals found water, but they aren't thirsty. To live in a dry land, desert animals need very little water. So some interesting facts. We talked about that scorpion, and then here I'm going to show you the owl one last time. And here is the wolf. Or the coyote. Jeez. Coyote. All right, guys.